and welcome to St. Vincent Community Centre here in lovely Meaford, Ontario for tonight's Senior B matchup between the Clearview Crushers and the Owen Sound North Stars. While this is in Meaford and closer to Owen Sound is in fact the visiting team. And the Clearview Crushers will be playing another home game. Owen Sound playing their second game of the season, second road game of the year. Owen Sound sporting a 1-0 record, and Clearview 1-2, looking to come back up to a 500 record. And the face-off there is won back by Owen Sound Mitch Gustafson, winning that for the North Stars. Riley Thompson throwing the ball up. A little bit of contact there into the zone. Gordy Power running in, taking a couple of whacks on the wrists, getting that all the way up. McNabb throws it away. Circling to the center, pass back. Taking a look at his options, McNabb with it. Tries to get around the defender, gets a shot away, and that's blocked there. Looks like Aiden Saint picking that ball up and running it up the floor. Saint throwing that forward, Clearview with a clear line of sight to the net and can't get that shot away.
Oh, big save there by Caleb Martin. I'd like to get that one out of the way. Outstanding arm save.
Referee's going to have a little bit of extra work to do down in Owen Sound zone with the crease a little bit more faded than I'm sure he would like. Mitch Gustafson looking at his options. Sends that back up to the top. Back down low. Owen Sound cycling up front. McNabb gets his stick knocked loose. Ball's loose, but Owen Sound able to pick that one back up. Mitch Gustafson now looking at options, takes a shot and scores! Top shelf for Mitch Gustafson, opening the scoring here in Meaford at St. Vincent Community Centre.
Yeah, it's an outstanding shot by Gussie there with little time left on the clock, probably 1 second left on that 30-second shot clock, and I'm sure Jackson Brown would like to have that back. He probably didn't expect Mitchie, who's ordinarily a D guy, but he's been filling in on the O while the Owen Sound sort of patched their roster together, was able to bury it.
Carson Stevenson facing off in the dot there against looking like Riley Morgan. Clearview now bringing this one up. Curtis Connolly sending that back a little bit high. Up forward for Andrews. Andrews tries to shake off one defender, gets a pass off. Ball's loose here. Owen Sound attacking and pick it up. And here they go in transition. Number 55, Hayden Summers-Thompson. He's still got it, and he's going to flip that back off for an attacker as he goes for a change. Owen Sound back in Clearview zone. Gordy Power gets a little bit of a runoff and a back pass. Good shot by McNabb. He scores!
Great look by Gordy with the backhand pass, and both defenders went to the ball carrier, and Nabber had lots of time to put it away, and a nice bounce shot again. Beat Jackson Brown, who's 0 for 2 on shots on goal so far tonight, so great offense to start the game here for Owen Sound.
Yeah, Jackson Brown looking a little bit shaky there. Jake McNabb, of course, a big name for the Owen Sound North Stars Senior B team last year, continuing to be a force to be reckoned with. Owen Sound shaking off the defender, takes him down to the floor, trying to get the ball loose now. A battle here between Clearview and Owen Sound. Owen Sound picks it up, and now Noah Millsap carrying it up the floor, takes a bit of a tumble, gets that pass off. Phil Dempsey with it. Throws that off to the side. Dempsey now takes a tumble. That ball's going to go all the way up, and goal scorer Jake McNabb is going to throw that back down for Dempsey. Dempsey up to Gustafson. Gustafson looking for two. He's going to show some of this offensive prowess that maybe he's been hiding for a while. McNabb sends that along the far side of the boards. Cascanet, another returning player from Owen Sound, big name, and they're going to run out the score clock. Great defense there by the Clearview Crushers.
Yeah, for those at home, Phil Dempsey, a longtime member of the senior club here, whether it be the Woodsmen or the North Stars. Phil is actually the head coach this year, but again, with the North Stars a little short-handed, he's starting the year and putting the gear back on. So Adam Jones is behind the bench tonight.
Clearview makes it 1 for them, 2-1 for Owen Sound. So big shot there from Clearview. Looks like your goal scorer, number 12, Graham Bergsma. So big shot there from him. And Clearview is getting this game a little bit closer than before.
Yeah, I think, again, that's one Caleb might like to have back. There was not a lot of pressure on the shooter there, which we want to always take that stick lane away from that area. But anyways, good on Bergs for finding a hole, but they want to tighten that up and create a little bit more pressure. Again, big save there by Caleb.
There's our second save of the game. 3 goals, 2 saves. That's quite a record here. Owen Sound off the crossbar, picked up in the slot, shot, scores! Number 26, Rob Klopfer.
And again, Clope doesn't find the twine very often, so to have him score early in the game, he led that transition up the floor, he dumped it off, and instead of peeling back to the bench, he kind of hung around and picked up the rebound and put it home, so good on him.
Now a shot off the post does not count as a shot on net, which means that Jackson Brown is going to continue to have a 0% save percentage this game so far. He'll be looking to turn that around for the rest of the game. Certainly a goaltender that I'm sure would be confident in his ability to steal a game, so we'll see how he responds after a shaky first period here. Clearview with it. Rotting, twisting, turning, has a line to the net. Good save there by Caleb Martin. Ball around the back of the net. Clearview battling for it. Owen Sound looking like they come up with it now. And Caleb Martin's going to send that one up. Noah Millsap, he's going to start the transition game. Owen Sound. Gordy Power looking to make room, tries to get in front. And a big save there from Jackson Brown. So there's his first save of the game. And he's going to get settled off that one. And I'm sure he's going to have a much stronger outing now. Clearview with a long pass up the floor. Looking for that slot pass, but they're going to send it back up front. Clearview, back pass. Now Owen Sound in a bit of a foot race with a breakaway here. Shot, great save by Jackson Brown. And Braden Kruger is going to be hit from behind and sent right down into the boards. So we may get a call here from the referee, DeBrone.
Yeah, I think he's going to give the player the benefit of the doubt, calling a legal cross-check here rather than checking from behind, which is an automatic double-minded. So looks like Owen Sound is going to get to go on the power play, but only for a deuce instead of the 4. Where that was certainly on the numbers near the bench, near the boards, but nonetheless, we got a call there for the visiting team.
So penalty going to number 76, Nick Nigro, and Owen Sound scores on their first shot of the power play.
Yeah, Jordan Cascanet flipped the ball off to the lefty shooter, got it right back and wasted no time, and ripping an underhand home underneath Jackson Brown's glove hand. And again, Jackson, who is a quality goaltender, spent most of the year last year as the #1 goalie with Coburg in MSL, as well as doubling time with Ennismore in Senior B, is off to a tough start.
Well, Steve, it's been a long time since we've been back in the booth together, and I seem to remember that this was not the same North Stars team that we saw towards the end of last season, where offense seemed to be a rarity for them, and it seems to be coming in spades now.
Yeah, well, it's the beginning of the year, and again, teams aren't set in their personnel yet, and certainly, but hey, it's they're doing a good job right now.
And another goal by Owen Sound sends it right through the 5-hole, trickling in. Takes a bit of a tumble afterwards, but he's going to send that one home. Number 8, Riley Thompson with that goal.
Yeah, and Riley is a wiry one. He's generally the smallest player on the floor, but no quitting him, and he's got great stick skills. And if I'm not mistaken, Riley played his NCAA lacrosse at Princeton, so he's got some brains to go along with those fancy hands, and yeah, it's good to have him back in the lineup. Yeah,
smart athletes are one of those things that you really look for on a team. Coach's value. A little bit of a battle here, and after some battling around the center, Owen Sound's going to come up with that. Number 10, Carson Stevenson, sending it to his team. McNabb throws that up the floor. Break. Sends that over. Thompson with it again right out in front, but loses a handle on it. It's picked back up by Stevenson, and he gets knocked off the ball. Clearview coming up with it now, and they're knocked loose, so we got Jackson Brown out to try to play it. And now Clearview is going to run this ball up the floor and let a few of their fellow teammates on. Niles Sear with it. He's going to flip that back for Braden Hickey. He's going to throw that forward for a teammate as well. Clearview with it. Trying to make a play. Long shot here. Good save there by Caleb Martin right off the torso.
We got another penalty interference call coming here. Yeah.
And this one's going to go to number 17, Angus Rodding. He's going to go and sit for a couple of minutes after some extracurricular play outside of the offensive play.
Yeah, Noah Millsap was watching where the ball was. Rodding just came in here and buried his shoulder right into his chest, and it was a pretty easy call. Noah was nowhere near the ball. So.
Not necessarily one of those plays where you could say the defensive player was able to draw the penalty, but Owen Sound will take the penalty nonetheless. McNabb sends this low. Across the crease, no shot. Long shot here for Owen Sound and a big save by Jackson Brown. Clearview, short-handed. They're going to run this up the floor and try to kill as much time as they can. They've got another lane. It's a 2-on-1. He's going to take the shot. And a good save there by Caleb Martin. Owen Sound's going to want to tighten up that transition game a little bit there when they're on the power play.
Yeah, you can never give up an odd man rush when you're on the power play 5-on-4. That's just, again, that's something they got to be cleaned up, and they were fortunate that Caleb came up with the save.
Cascanet to McNabb. McNabb, a long shot. He's got the right idea. When you see a chink in the armor here, you're going to want to just throw everything on net. And another odd man rush here for Clearview. Straight to the net. Shot. Save by Caleb Martin.
Yeah, again, there's no excuse for that. 2 possessions in a row getting beat like that.
Now an odd man rush for Owen Sound. Gustafson.
Got too many men now. A bad change with Owen Sound on the PP. So again, they're a little bit undisciplined here with this opportunity. So they've only got a minute left in this power play.
Luca Romano flipping that off. Clearview with it. Spencer Andrews, he's going to throw that to the far side and kill some more time. Shot clock's down to 15 seconds. He's going to run right to the net. A big shot there, and he scores short-handed.
No, it was a crease call. He walked through the crease, even though we can't see it from here. It was called back. So, again, no, a one-on-two situation, and they let a player beat them underneath. And these are little things that Mark Kazarian on the D side will certainly be after his guys to tighten that situation up.
Owen Sound right out in front. A hard shot there, and that's going to be, looks like just maybe off the shoulder or off the crossbar there, and Clearview is going to pick up possession as their man gets ready to come back into play. Aiden Saint, he's going to kill as much time as he can here. Clearview with 4 seconds left in their penalty. Spencer Andrews, 12 seconds left in the shot clock. He's going to throw this across the way. Clearview looking for a clear line, can't find one. 4 seconds left. They're going to need to take a long shot here. 1, and the shot clock's going to run out, so Owen Sound's going to get possession here as they begin heading up the floor. Clearview just waiting. Spencer Andrews wanting to jump on this. He's going to change. And Cascanet's going to send that over for Gustafson. Gustafson's going to try to cut around his man. Falls down, maintains possession, takes a couple of hacks there. And he's going to stay up, hold possession, throw that down for McNabb. McNabb twisting, turning, doesn't see anything yet. Gustafson, McNabb, and they don't have a shot clock going here, so they're going to have to make a good play here. And a big hit there from Clearview, and he's going to take a little extra shot there, but no call from the referee. So Clearview is going to take this right on into the North Star zone across the floor there. And Owen Sound's going to pick this one up. You've got Wyatt Barfoot running his way up the floor. Right out in front, Owen Sound shot saved by Jackson Brown. Great shot there from Rob Klopfer.
That would be something for Robbie Clover to get his second in a period. He's generally, his 2 in a year would be a good offensive output for him. So great on him to be, again, running in transition and looking to add to the score.
McNabb sending that down. Cascanet can't find a lane. Over for Power. Power down low. McNabb shot. And a save there from Jackson Brown. Clearview up the floor. He's going to send that one off to Angus Rodding. Rodding's going to throw that north. Bergsma across the way. Clearview still with possession. 14 seconds left in their shot clock. He's going to lob a pass in. Picked up behind the back. And a great defensive play there.
Yeah, Noah Millsap did a good job picking up the player.
Right out in front, a big save by Caleb Martin.
And they really collapsed there, though. Left the top of the scoring area open, and they, again, Caleb Martin stood tall and cut that down, but that was too easy of an opportunity that late in the shot clock.
Gustafson slowly carrying this into the offensive zone. Doesn't quite get the defenseman to bite. McNabb sending that across. Thompson right out in front. Cascanet can't pick it up. Gustafson up to McNabb, and they're going to run out of time. They're going to need to fix that shot clock soon because Owen Sound has no idea how much time they've got left. A breakaway here and a big save from Caleb Martin.
You're going to get too many men again, but just a terrible job by Jake McNabb of putting the ball down, knowing he's last man back, and then didn't make any attempt to impede the runner. Just waltzed to the, and then Owen Sound had to send somebody off the bench prematurely. So again.
So we'll take a quick look here at the standings. Six Nations Rivermen. They're up top there with 2 wins, 1 loss, 4 points, tied with the Hamilton Bengals. Also 3 games played, 2-1 with 4 points. Owen Sound, 100% record, 1 game played, 1 win, 2 points. Brooklyn also sitting there, 2 games played, 1 win, 1 loss. Clearview, of course, playing here tonight. 1 win, 2 losses for 2 points.
Yeah, and Ennismore is winless so far, I think, after 2 or 3 games, and again, a tough start for them early in the season.
So Owen Sound getting called for too many men. They're going to have to kill off this penalty here as Clearview looks to try to bring this score back a little bit more even. Quarterbacking this power play is going to be number 12, Graham Bergsma.
Yeah.
Just waiting here from the referee to give him the all okay.
Yeah, Bergs is a longtime veteran in this league. I had the opportunity to coach him for a number of years in Brooklyn with the Merchants, and he played some MSL early in his career with Oakville and Senior B and St. Catharines when they were in the league previous. So been around. Used to be more of a draw and defensive guy, but he's switched the game up the last couple of years and playing a lot of O, and I think was Clearview's leading scorer last year, so good on him.
And a good play here. Clearview maintaining possession. They're just going to cycle this ball around. Bergsman's going to send that across. And a low ball here. They've got about 15 seconds left. A long shot and a good save right off the mask. Owen Sound can't corral that. And it might get turned over here in the corner to Clearview. Clearview is going to pick this one back up with a reset clock. So a pretty good power play so far from Clearview. A big save there from Caleb Martin as that ball was about to go wide. Owen Sound now running this one up the floor. You've got number 55, Hayden Summers-Thompson. Shot scores! Hayden Summers-Thompson with the breakaway goal. Short-handed for the Owen Sound Senior B North Stars.
Yeah, it's a great run in transition, especially on the man down for Hayden. He's making his first appearance here for the Owen Sound Senior Bs, and Hayden was a draft pick of the MSL team in Owen Sound and will likely spend a good part of the season there, but getting some games in after playing at NCAA this year at the Queens in North Carolina. So anyways, great run and a big shorthanded goal.
And it looks like a timeout being called, maybe probably not a goaltender change this early, but just a timeout here being called by Clearview as they try to get their heads kind of back into this one. It's been a rough start for them so far, but they know they're a strong team and they can certainly come back from a deficit like this. They're just going to need to buckle down and get a couple of saves here.
Yeah, I'm sure, their head coach, Ryan McMichael, again, who is a longtime Senior B and played a lot in the WLA as well, is out here coaching with Clearview this year. His assistant coach, Andy Glenn, who's also a Whitby area guy, and again, I coached both of them at one point with the Brooklyn Merchants, and great to see them back at this level in the coaching capacity.
Well, Jackson Brown is staying in net here. He's going to retake the floor. Getting a little bit of tape maybe on his shoe there just to get things figured out.
And again, Jackson's had a tough first half to the first period. I mean, but he's a quality goaltender, and he's generally not one to get rattled. So I'm sure, Owen Sound will just have to keep the pressure on, because 6 goals is not going to win this game. So,
well, and a few goals here coming from defenders as well. So you take out a couple of the fluke goals, and this is a lot tighter game. So I'm sure Jackson Brown is telling himself the same thing, and he'll be ready to go for the rest of this game. Clearview taking this in. A minute left on their power play. Owen Sound, the only one to score so far on this power play, and they were shorthanded. So Clearview looking to make this 6-2. Good passing plays here. Back up to the circle. Graham Bergsma is going to send that down. Here's a long shot. That's going to go a little bit wide up off the roof, so that's going to be a dead ball, and Owen Sound's going to get possession.
Yeah, with 39 seconds, they should be able to take most of this time off the power play, and so far it looks like it has the makings of a successful kill, except that was just a bad pick, which, again, turns the ball over. Again, undisciplined play on the Owen Sound side of things that is going to create another offensive possession in the power play for Clearview.
And Clearview was a little slow picking up that ball. You saw Niall Sear was all the way down the floor looking for a pass. He even had his arms out, wondering where the ball was coming from, and Clearview had still not picked it up there. A great save by Caleb Martin. You could hear that thundering all the way up here. And a great shot there. Clearview makes this 6-2. Just up over the shoulder of Caleb Martin right at the back door. So a great play there by Clearview. They're gonna capitalize on a mispick there by Gordy Power. It's gonna send the ball back into Clearview's hands, and they're gonna capitalize.
Yeah, and that was all the result of an unnecessary turnover. They had an opportunity to kill that 30, make the Clearview come all the way up the floor with 8 seconds. They would not have had an opportunity to set up in the power play formation, and as the player came out of the box, they tried to send the player off the defensive end, but it was still a man-up situation, and although it wasn't a power play goal, they were 5-on-4 in that floor area, and it cost them.
Cascanet sends that one down. Stevenson. Thompson can't come up with that one, so Clearview is going to battle for it, and Owen Sound's going to end up picking it up. It's knocked loose again. Here goes Gustafson. He's going to send that to McNabb. McNabb down to Stevenson. Long shot. And a good save by Riley Thomas, or rather Jackson Brown. He lost sight of the ball there, but is able to come up with it, and now Luca Romano is going to send that off for a teammate. Forward for Clearview. Long pass there by Braden Hickey. And they're going to get a change of play here as the North Stars begin up the floor. Summers Thompson, he's going to stay on the floor here. And Owen Sound right out in front, and a great save by Jackson Brown just off the back of the hand as he goes and covers that small opening on the far side of the net. Great play there, showing his goaltending prowess. And Owen Sound able to strip that one loose. Hayden Summers Thompson, a big defensive play there, throwing that off for Rob Klopfer. Klopfer's going to send that across the floor, and the North Stars are going to slowly begin this transition play. They've already lost about half their shot clock, so Wyatt Barfoot's going to carry that up into the offensive zone. Still stick handling here. He'll send that forward. Gustafson tries to find a route. Forced over to the boards. A good pick there. North Stars right out in front. Tries to shoot behind the back and can't quite get that backhand shot off. So a change of possession here as Clearview heads up the floor. Clearview with it right out in front of the slot. Another big save there by Caleb Martin. Owen Sound transitioning with speed up the floor. Noah Millsap. He's going to send that off for McNabb. Jake McNabb looking. Millsap's going to stay out with them for now. Tries to get a pick off. Back to Millsap. Can't come up with that one. He's going to battle a little bit. That's going to bounce over to Jackson Brown, who's going to send that up the floor for Luca Romano. He's going to throw that one forward for Clearview as they get a change. Off goes Jake Strauncher. Graham Bergsman's going to send that over to the wall. Hickey looking. Doesn't see anything yet. Shakes off one defender, can't shake off the other one. A little slippy there. Gets a long shot and a good save and deflection off to the corner. It's a great goaltending save, able to manage the rebound well, sending that off to a fairly safe zone, but Clearview is going to come up with it as they continue the attack here with a fresh shot clock. Down right out in front, good shot, and a great save right in the pads there of Caleb Martin. He's going to give that back, and Owen Sound's going to run this one up the floor. Chase Eklund.
Chase got beat badly on that two-man game there, so they got to, again, they're not not being real aggressive on the D side of things, and they're giving up a few easy opportunities for Clearview, but Caleb Martin has been answered the bell here.
Caleb Martin making himself big in net, and they're going to call, I think, a change of possession here.
No, there's a penalty coming to Owen Sound here. I think there might have been an illegal cross-check or a late hit.
So Wyatt Barfoot, normally a relatively clean player, being the captain of the North Stars here. He's going to find his way to the box here. Looks like a cross-check. So off he goes, and Owen Sound, I don't know, do you say that they're 0 for 1 on the PK when they've also scored a shorthanded goal? We'll say they're 1 goal for and 1 goal against while on the penalty kill. So we'll see what they can do here. Clearview, a line of sight here, back door, trying to make it work now on the opposite side, and Spencer Andrews can't quite get that one to go. They're going to say it's a tip off of Caleb Martin and into the back net, so they're going to reset the clock, and Clearview is going to pick this one back up. Up to the top of the circle. They're going to swing this back. Long shot here. Good save. Caleb Martin coming up with it. He's going to lob that one forward. And now Rob Klopfer up the floor here. Not with any sort of urgency, but nor would you want to on the penalty kill. Try to use as much of your shot clock as possible to kill off of the penalty time. Taking their time here. McNabb, he's going to cradle this one with 5 seconds left. They might just throw this one down the floor here, and they're going to let that one change. It's Clearview on their way up. Trying to find a lane here as they throw the ball back and forth. And a long shot here. It's going to go just wide. Angus Rotting with those silky yellow mitts. Tries to find another lane here past Caleb Martin. Can't quite. And they're going to send this up the floor. Owen Sound now with 25 seconds left. So if they play this right, they'll be able to kill their whole penalty down here. And they're going to get that one knocked loose.
Again, chase that. They got lucky. It's over and back. And again, that's just the last man back. You can't be turning the ball over in those situations. You're just giving another offensive opportunity to a team that wasn't going to get another break on the power play here. So, again, that's a couple times that they've gotten away with it, but we'll see.
So the last time this happened for Owen Sound, Clearview was able to capitalize, trying to go back door just like the first time, and can't quite find it. They're going to go back to their strong side. No goal on that one. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Rotting out front. Good deflection there.
Again, you're going to get another fresh 30, and all this is a result of a careless play, turning the ball over up top when they had 20 seconds left to go on a PK. So
Rotting's going to send that up for Andrews. They're going to try to kill as much time here. Rotting.
Well, they've got the goalie out, so they've got a 6-on-5 situation here.
A good save there by Caleb Martin just off the wrist. He's going to send that into the corner. And Barfoot's going to come up with this for Owen Sound. He's going to try to throw that into the open net. He does! From his own zone, Wyatt Barfoot able to get an empty netter goal as Jackson Brown goes sprinting back to the net. Can't quite get there in time, and a one-hopper finds its way right into the twine for Owen Barfoot. So he's going to mark that one down as, you know, not a prolific goal scorer for sure in this league, being a relatively defensive specialist, but I'm sure he's going to appreciate that one later.
Yeah, it was a great effort by White to make sure he corralled that loose ball and got his head up and saw there was a little daylight there. It was just, again, an undisciplined offensive play by Clearview. They had the goalie out, and they had no reason to rush. Usually teams will wait for 10, 12 seconds before they want to run a play. They ran it right from the get-go with about 22 seconds to go, and resulted in that turnover and ended up in the back of the net. So, again, it's just a little bit of early season jitters, perhaps, or just not being acclimated to what the coaching staff would be looking for in that situation. But
certainly, yeah, it looked like the Crushers, when they lost the ball there, they didn't have a high man to make it back to the bench in time to free Jackson Brown, and caught ball watching a little bit, and Jackson Brown's going to head back to the bench here as they go 6 men here on attack with 9 seconds left. So Clearview looking for anything, any spark of life, and they're going to find it.
And again,
a big shot there, Clearview. They're going to find the back of the net, and they're going to pick up their 3rd goal of the game here.
Again, Owen Sound was really passive on that, and you know, you could either decide to pressure the ball way up top or drop back in and just play man-on-man and force Bergsman to bring the ball down. They kind of played in between, allowed 2 easy passes, and you know, it cost them a goal. So again, coaching staff won't be too pleased with that kind of execution.
So Owen Sound picking up an empty netter goal, and they're going to give it right back here. So the North Stars are going to head into the break up by 4. Clearview, they're going to head into this intermission looking for a couple of answers and a few friendly conversations there after the buzzer, as these two teams have a few conversations with the referees. They're going to head off and get ready for this second period coming up in Meaford at the St. Vincent Community Center. All right, well, I guess we're going to be on camera now, Steve. Not a bad period for Owen Sound. Clearview perhaps looking for some answers after a shaky start there from Jackson Brown. I think he was showing signs of life, signs that he's a very capable goaltender, but I mean, when you let your first 3 shots in, it's not a great start.
Yeah, it can be deflating for sure, but Clearview kept coming. I mean, I think sure when we look at the shots on goal at the end of the period, they're going to be relatively close. I mean, Caleb Martin had to make some amazing saves on his own behalf to keep his team up front there. So again, you know, it's I think we got a 7-3 situation here, but this game is a long way from being over. So,
absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Owen Sound North Stars versus the Clearview Crushers here in the St. Vincent Community Center in Meaford, Ontario on Rogers TV on this wonderful May evening. We'll be right back with the second period here on Rogers TV.
Join us next week. Jen Wright will be here to talk about summer activities happening in the city of Owen Sound.
And Vivica from the Owen Sound River District will be here, as will Renee from the Owen Sound Animal Shelter.
I battle with addiction of prescription drugs since my mom passed. Please tell God I'm sorry, and I really just want to feel his love right now. I don't want to kill myself. Can you please pray for me?
Long way from Nashville and Mama, I'll tell you that. Performed from Montreal to Boston to Los Angeles. But Toronto, that's my chosen home. Sure, when I'm walking down Yonge Street, I see some funny people who have the nerve to point the finger at me. And grin and smile and whisper. My song was #2 on local radio. Sold 10,000 in Toronto alone. Turned down Ed Sullivan because they asked me to remove my makeup. Wouldn't do American Bandstand because of their segregation policies. I was just being me. Never tried to explain myself to anyone. And besides, none of that to worry, Jackie, because I know I look good. Got a new way of loving, baby. Thought I want to teach it to you.
Jackie Shane was a pioneer transgender soul singer, a central figure in the Toronto R&B scene. She helped shape what we know as the Toronto sound.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the St. Vincent Community Centre here in lovely Meaford, Ontario, as both the Clearview Crushers and the Owen Sound North Stars come out and take the floor. Both teams finding their way to the bench, support staff and all that heading out. And it looks like we'll get no goaltender changes there after one period. Jackson Brown's going to stay at the helm here for the Clearview Crushers as they look to turn this around, picking up a late goal there. 7-3 in favor of the North Stars. Clearview, though, showing a little bit of momentum, picking up the last goal of the period. Two kind of rough goals there coming at the end. Owen Sound with an empty netter there as Clearview had 6 men on. And Clearview picking up a bit of a weak one there. Owen Sound not really finding their man and able to sneak one past Caleb Martin. Both players now lining up. Got Riley Morgan. And it looks like Mitch Gustafson taking the draw, and Clearview is going to come up with the ball off of that draw. He's going to get tied up there a little bit.
Again, just another undisciplined penalty coming up. Just reaching in. We didn't need to. Guy was certainly tied up and no chance for a scoring opportunity. And going to see Clearview go back in the power play.
And Roding's going to take that shot just wide. Owen Sound trying to get a stick on this one. They're going to knock it loose and get a call. So heading to the box there, it looks like that's going to go to Chase Eklund, number 25 for the Owen Sound North Stars.
Yeah, he's a gritty player that played most of his junior career in Orangeville with the junior C team, and you know, he's certainly a ball of energy, but he's going to have to make some better decisions if he wants to stay around long-term in the lineup. You know, cost him a goal and a turnover on a man down, and now he's put them in a man-down situation, first possession here in the second period.
Crushers trying to make a play, a great defensive stick there from Hayden Summers-Thompson to deflect that one up into the screen. It will reset the clock, though, and they're going to get another 30 seconds here, the Crushers. Bergsma sends that across. Roding tries to find a man. Good shot there. Can't find that small gap. A good shot by Adam Haralek. Bergsma, Haralek. The cross. Roding gets that shot off. And Bergsma able to pick this one back up after resetting the clock, so a really good power play here from Clearview, and they're not going to be able to come up with it. Barfoot's going to find the ball.
Great effort by Wyatt Barfoot, again, just to be dogging on that loose ball and take it away from Bergsma and get an opportunity here to rag it a little and cut some time off this penalty kill.
And Barfoot, strong on his stick, still has possession. Doesn't get the shot away, but he's able to roll it back for Hayden Summers-Thompson. So his team's going to give him a little bit of an ovation there. A great energy play. He's going to bring his team right back in it. They're going to send this one down and reset this clock as Clearview picks up the ball. 45 seconds left in their power play. Bergsma, he'll send that one in. Saint back up to Bergsma. Cross for Roding. Gilray down. Back to Gilray. Bergsma. Roding. They can't find anything yet. Trying to open something up. Maybe a pass back door. Back up to Roding. Long shot and a good save there from Owen Sound's Caleb Martin.
Well, again, smart play here to be able to kill the last 18 seconds and maintain possession of the ball, and Owen Sound will.
And he saw a little bit of empty space there, a long shot by Evan Brake.
He really ripped that one. Again, it's probably not a wise thing to do when you have an opportunity to kill it, but it almost made us look foolish up here. So.
Braden Kruger really battling, gets that one knocked loose, and now they're going to get a breakaway. Clearview with it. Shot. And it's a goal! Big goal there by Clearview. Number 77, Niles Sear, losing out on a breakaway opportunity in the first period. He's going to make good on this one and show his team why he's always calling for the ball.
And again, that's just a terrible play by a young player, Kruger. You can't be the guy at the top, last man back, and get yourself in a situation where you're going to turn the ball over. So you're better off even just to push the ball, dump it in down in the corner, and let them come 200 feet towards your net. And again, that's we got a game here at 7-4. Is 3-goal lead is nothing here. You just can't give goals and opportunities away, and Owen Sound has done that.
Riley Morgan coming up big on that face-off for Clearview. They've got a little bit of energy in their step now. Harlech sending that up. Ryan Pavic, I think, seeing his first action of the game here. Clearview sending that back. Harlech getting dogged a little bit here, and Owen Sound's going to pick that one up in a lob pass as Riley Thompson runs this one up the floor. Both teams with a long change this period. Thompson able to get that one off. Owen Sound, long shot here, and a good save by Jackson Brown. He comes up with it, gives him a little space.
And again,
and he's going to drop that one a little bit.
As this game progresses, Owen Sound again is going to have to do a lot better job on offense. You're not going to catch Jackson Brown sleeping like they might have won a couple goals early. And
here goes Klopfer. He's going to slow this one down. Knocked loose too. Klopfer comes back up, hit from behind. He's going to get back up. Owen Sound loses this one. And now the Crushers in tight shot, scores!
And again, just another opportunistic play by Clearview on a needless turnover by Owen Sound. And again, it's that big lead is now shrunk to 2 goals here. And you know, you got to be able to feel the pressure from behind. And you got just last man back, didn't take anybody. In that case, it was Mitch Gustafson. You got to step up, take away time and space. So you got a confident group over there on the Clearview bench, and they know that they're right back in this game. The scoreboard, I think, has got it all tallied up wrong. 7-5 now instead of, they got it 8-4 up on the board. But yeah, Owen Sound has to get on their horse here because they've created nothing in the first 4 minutes here offensively.
Well, Owen Sound slowly seeing their lead ripped away here, still have a little bit of it. And now McNabb with some moves. He's going to take a shot, trickles by, and that's not going to go through. A good diving play by Jake Strauncher to save that ball from falling in. Now the Crushers with it. No offense there. He's going to get battled along the boards there, but he comes free behind the back pass, and Crushers can't find this. Owen Sound's going to try to get there first. Big hit, great shoulder check there by Evan Brake. He's using his size to his advantage, but unfortunately doesn't come up with the ball now. Crushers are going to show him why that's going to be a mistake. Crushers, long shot, and a big save there by Caleb Martin. Owen Sound transitioning this ball up the floor. Noah Millsap trying to use those feet to create a little bit of a gap between the defender. And Owen Sound's going to set up with 18 seconds left in their shot clock. Cascanet can't get this right out in front. Another deflection. He's going to get a crease violation there against Jake McNabb. And we're going to get a timeout call, it looks like, here by, I'm not sure who's calling this timeout, to tell you what. I think it might be Clearview, though.
I think it's an official's timeout here for some reason. I'm not sure if they had an issue with the clock or something. Oh, I think they were correcting the score, perhaps.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got the scoreboard matching what you see here on the Rogers TV feed. Well, thank you all again for tuning in here on Rogers TV. We are in the St. Vincent Community Centre in Meaford, Ontario. This is, in fact, a home game for the Clearview Crushers, while Owen Sound is actually a little bit closer. Owen Sound playing the visitor team today. Clearview can't come up with that one. They're going to have to scramble a little bit. And Gilray comes up with it. Gilray swings that back up top. Bergsma, Rotting. Can't quite find any space. Now he does. He's going to take a pass back door. And that's going to go a little bit wide. Owen Sound, Chase Eklund coming up with it. Buzzer goes, but easily ignored. Wyatt Barfoot passes back door, quick shot there. Owen Sound sliding in, he's looking for a call, but doesn't find one. Barfoot tries to get that one across, a low shot. Jackson Brown reacting a little bit late on that one. Luckily, he was in a good position to make that save.
I think that was a positional save. I don't think he saw it. It rattled around in between his legs and stayed on the front side instead of going over the line. But good on him to, again, get in the right position to make that save, even if he didn't see it.
Absolutely. Gilray with the ball. Long shot here. Good save by Caleb Martin, able to pick that one up in his gigantic triangle stick. And here goes Gustafson with a head of speed. He's going to send that across. Back door, still no shot. Another one off the shoulder. Jackson Brown coming up big. So he's been looking pretty good in this second period, learning from his first period mistakes there. Owen Sound sneaking 6 by Jackson Brown, 1 empty net goal as well. And both goalies are getting pretty close here on goals against, so the shaky start, Clearview has been strong ever since. That ball's going to go up and out of play, and they're going to say right off the floor and up. So I think this is going to go back to Clearview, maybe another timeout here.
Yeah, it looks like we're giving the goalies a little water break here. So, yeah, and again, Owen Sound created some opportunities there. But again, that's really the first life they've shown at all in this period on offense. And again, you know, Jake McNabb is the guy that scores it often. And, you know, I think he's got 1 so far tonight, but he's had a lot of opportunities. It looks like they've got a penalty up on the board. However,
and there is a man in the box here for Clearview, it looks like. So Owen Sound is, they got a call there. I can't quite make out the number from here, but it starts with a 2. I think that might have been Aiden Saint rather on defense. So Cascanet is going to be quarterbacking this play for the Owen Sound North Stars. Sending that across. Cascanet. Shot pass, actually. And Jackson Brown can't come up with that one. Owen Sound battling behind the net, and Clearview is going to come up with it. Clearview killing a little bit of time. Riley Thompson can't quite land that hit. I'm not sure if he would have fared too well in a battle of brawn. Now Clearview shorthanded, and a huge save by Caleb Martin coming up tall to stop that one. Owen Sound letting another attacker through behind their line of defenders on the power play. So not a great look here by the North Stars. Cascanet. Cascanet, long shot, scores! Jordan Cascanet.
Very reminiscent of his first goal. I think he might have went to the stick side this time with a little low to high underhand. But again, Jordan's going to be expected to be a big leader on this team this year, both offensively and just in the room itself. He's just a positive guy, a lot of experience, and yeah, that's a good way to get them back on the right track here after 7.5 minutes of scoreless play here in the second period for Owen Sound.
Well, I think Jackson Brown was starting to feel a little bit confident there in his play, and Jordan Cascanet is doing what he can to try to bring him back to the first period, I suppose. But Owen Sound, a lot of work left to do to restore the big lead that they had at one point. Now a 3-goal lead. Running this up the floor, Chase Eklund. He is going to throw that forward.
Yeah, and off the draw, there was a loose ball draw, and Wyatt Barfoot really put a lot of pressure on the Clearview player and overtook him as he raced to the bench and or to the boards and took that away. So good on, again, Wyatt with the little things he does to impact games.
Riley Thompson was attempting a quick backdoor play there, couldn't find it. And now Harlech sending that one into the corner of the floor. And Owen Sound coming up with it now. Evan Brake, he's going to throw that forward. Rather carry that one forward, and now he's going to throw it into the zone. Cascanet back with it. And he's going to send that one low. Brake's going to throw it across the floor, and Clearview's going to come up with it on a breakaway. Shot, scores! Clearview.
Again, just a flat-footed pass across, you know, that skip pass through the zone, which is just, unless you got a guy cutting through and going towards the net. It's just a dangerous pass, and again, another mistake ends up in the back of the Owen Sound net. And you know, again, that was not a pass to a guy that had a scoring opportunity, and you know, they just got to start eliminating mistakes here if they want to stay up on the right side of the scoreboard.
Well, Luca Romano, a great run there. He's able to corral a bouncing ball and sneaking that one by Caleb Martin on the breakaway. So great play there by Clearview to bring this game within 2.
Yeah, and Owen Sound's got to figure something out on the draws too. They're getting beat on almost every draw. If it's not a clean loss, at least Clearview's getting. There's a possession.
And we're going to get a call here against Clearview. It looked like it could have gone either way, really.
I think Owen Sound is getting the better half of this unless they're sending them both, because Wyatt Barford did knock the stick out of Ryan Pavick's hands. Pavick was creating a little bit of off-ball interference, which you're not allowed to do prior to blowing the whistle in, but yeah, the reaction on Wyatt went unscathed this time around. So,
well, Owen Sound the beneficiary of that call. Cascanet throwing that low. Back for Cascanet. He's going to play catch here with break and send that across the floor. Cascanet shot! Good save there off a Jake McNabb shot. And that'll go back up to Cascanet. He'll throw that down. Low ball. Break. Shot. Good save there by Riley Thompson. Shot, scores! Jake McNabb. Jackson Brown thought it was in his feet. Whole time it was in Jake McNabb's stick, and he's able to run right up into the slot, take a quick shot, and score from the top of the crease there. You can see the replay. Just a quick play up there to break, who's going to throw that on net. McNabb picks up the rebound, and just a little slow to react there was Jackson Brown, and McNabb able to sneak that right by.
Again, that's just a case where the defender has to do a better job of boxing out on the rebound, just to neutralize. In that case, it would have been.
And a hard shot there. He's going to go into the boards. They're going to get a stoppage of play here. A great play, though. Great run by Mitch Gustafson, and a little bit of extracurricular pushing and shoving here after the play.
Yeah, I don't think Mitch really appreciated it. I'm not sure how there is not an illegal cross-check at the very least on that. It was on the numbers as Mitch was trying to get around to the net. That was definitely warranted a call, I think, but doesn't look like there's going to be a penalty on the play, and Jackson Brown is going to get another little drink here. So,
all right. So
I didn't realize it was so hot in here tonight for the goaltenders, but they're wearing all the gear, and we're up here in the chilly stands. So.
Jackson Brown having a little bit of words there with the North Stars bench as he goes by, but still giving some knuckles there to Caleb Martin, saying good work on the goaltending so far. And both goaltenders will get a little bit of a water break as Clearview looks like they're really trying to make the most of these stoppages of play. But
yeah, they're very attentive on the bench there. You know, again, I know Coach Andy Glenwell, who's handling the defense, and Ryan McMichael, who will be the head coach and also running the O side of things tonight. Andy's taking every opportunity here to teach during the stoppage of play, and you know, it's they've hustled all over the floor tonight. A lot of their offense has come just on pure hustle and taking advantage of Owen Sound mistakes. And you know, again, we're a 3-goal lead can be nothing here in the game of lacrosse, and you know, Owen Sound again has to continue to make sure they do the right job on the power play. I'm not sure what's going on here.
And the Crushers are heading back to their room. There's 10 minutes and 20 seconds left. It looks like, and here go the Crushers. I'm just going to step around the table here and see if I can't figure out what's going on. I'm not too sure here. They're shaking their heads. A couple of them are shaking their heads as they go off. And the referees are, I mean, it's all smiles. So I'll be honest with you, I'm not too sure what's going on here unless we miscalculated the time, and
I think, we've got a pane of glass has come out from behind the net.
okay. Well, there you go. We've got glass down behind Clearview's net, which is on the visitors' side of the floor for the second period, and
so apparently we have some experienced maintenance guys on the Owen Sound team, because they seem to be the ones taking the
all right.
the onus to put that thing back into place. So
well, this was unexpected. Both teams look like they're heading back now to the rooms, and on a positive side, Mitch Gustafson, who took that late hit into the board, that of course his head did knock the pane of glass out. He looks to be fine. He's been chatting with the whole Clearview team there. You can see him chatting with Jackson Brown, and Jackson sporting a very strong mustache. We got to give him props for
Jackson has been sporting that for a number of years, and it is classic, and it is certainly noteworthy.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, okay, Owen Sound is making their way right back to the bench, so this may be a quicker repair than we thought. You can see Clearview's coach has run into the room, I think, to already get him. Jackson Brown, he was last off the floor, and he's first back out. I don't think he even made it past the fans, so he's on his way now back to his net. As it looks like they're feeling fairly confident in their repair there. That pane of glass will I'm sure it'll be tested again this game.
Yes, no doubt.
And Owen Sound's still the only team out here. We can see a couple of the Clearview staff are kind of in and out of the doors here, but so far just Jackson Brown and one of the assistant coaches. So not quite enough to get this game underway here, but we appreciate your patience as we get all this figured out. And here come the Crushers now, led by Angus Rodding as they take the floor. So I'm not sure what the play is here. Do you put the ball back at center? Do you start it down in the zone where the play was called? I'm not too sure what they do here.
That's a good question. I think because of the fact that it was the game had been called due to an unsafe situation, it will resume with a draw, I would think. But
okay.
I only make up the rules as I go along. When I was behind the bench, I did the same. I just yell.
Yeah, sure.
Now and then it would, you get the call whether you were right or wrong. So
the squeaky wheel, something about that, right?
Yeah, but it does look like we're going to have a draw here at center with, again, a couple of ex-Oshawa Outlaw Arena Lacrosse League teammates, and Mitch Gustafson.
Riley Morgan as well there from Clearview.
Got a Toronto Beaches guy and a Peterborough Laker here from their junior days.
Well, they're going to head on to the draw here and get the second period started, I suppose. And Clearview is coming up with that again. They've been strong on the draw here in this period. Clearview able to get around the defender. Hard shot there. And just off the shoulder, off the post and wide. So Clearview resetting that clock, and they're going to keep this play going on offense. Shot here and a big save by Caleb Martin.
Again, Owen Sound's just going to have to start trying to take that time and space away. You don't have a real skilled group here with Clearview, and they need a lot of time and space to operate.
And a great block there by Clearview as Caleb Martin tries to send that out. Harlech and Bergsma teaming up on that offensive play, and Barfoot now is just trying to slow this down a little bit. And he's going to take a run. Able to protect this ball. He did a great job of that earlier. And he's going to keep this one protected. Only a few seconds left on the shot clock. Long shot here and a good save. Picks up the rebound. Another shot. And that's going to go just over the back of the net. Clearview, huge hit there by the North Stars. Number 17, Gordy Power with a shot. Huge hit by Power, and looked like the shot was actually taken by Evan Brake. So not a bad offensive cycle there for Owen Sound, but
no, it looks like Brake might have taken a stick in the midsection. He's doubled over at the bench, getting a little breather there. But again, they made something out of nothing there, and those are the kind of goals they might have to start scoring here until their offense starts clicking.
And Caleb Martin picking that one up. Sending that up the floor there is Phil Dempsey. Getting a little bit of offensive action going here. He's going to flip that off for Jordan Cascanet. Not playing with his brother Brody this year, but...
Well, Brody's still, he's busy still in the NCAAs, and D3, his team with Mercy is, I believe maybe D2 actually, are one of the favorites to be national champions, and they're still alive in their playoffs. So,
well, we'll wish Brody Cascanet, the Owen Sound North Star, all the best in his season. And a good save there by Caleb Martin, just getting low and able to block that shot. Clearview now with another opportunity. Cutting to the middle, Harlech, big save there as he's knocked into the net.
I don't
they're
know.
going to call a cross check here. I'm not sure I saw that.
I'm not exactly sure where they thought the player should check him. You know, again, that's Chase Exlin taking another penalty. But, you know, that's a tough call. I mean, you can't just let the guy go right to the net. It wasn't like he chased him down and hit him in the back. So, but again, it's just a lot of helter-skelter on the defensive side of the ball for Owen Sound, and just giving up way too much time and space, and too many guys not covering anybody.
Rodding sends that ball down. Back to Bergsma. Bergsma tries to feign a shot, but gets that across. And now kind of trickles out of his stick, and Caleb Martin's going to send a short little pass over. I'm not sure if Hayden Summers-Thompson was ready for that one, but he's going to throw that up for Owen Dale, who's going to get this up into the offensive zone, but it's going to be stripped from him. And now here goes Clearview on another breakaway. Spencer Andrews, he's going to cycle this one back, sends it across the floor. And Gilray, he's going to slow this ball up.
Again, another situation where a defender is high up and he's, again, in trouble and afraid to give the ball away, but you're, again, best to get it deep rather than turn it over, and it led to a breakaway and another early possession.
Good overhand shot there by Bergsma, who's going to try to get beat here on a bouncing ball. Summers-Thompson can't come up with it, but here goes Rob Klopfer on a 2-on-1. He's going to take the shot, and a good goal, Rob Klopfer, with his second of the game.
Clove came down there and was on his wrong side and threw a little twister shot that was in and out of the net before you could, you knew it was even a goal. So,
he may be waking up with an ice pack in his bed after that, but I'm sure he's happy to get the point. Look at that, just a great twist right over the shoulder, straight down. Fantastic offhanded shot there by Mr. Rob Klopfer, number 26, another defensive specialist for the North Stars, finding his way onto the score sheet tonight. And Gustafson able to come up with that one all by himself, so he's going to carry this into the offensive zone. North Stars winning their first draw in a couple. Gustafson doing a great job there protecting the ball.
Yeah, and again, this is a key situation where if Gussie can hang on to this ball or move it to a teammate there and kill the last 15 seconds of their 30 possession here, and
he may just do it all by himself.
He may end up trying to go to the net here late, but
5 seconds left. He's going to lob that one up into the ceiling. And that's going to go out of play. And a fan there caught that one in his lacrosse stick. So I'm sure he'd like to be in the middle of this, dreaming about donning the purple and white or the orange and black one day. Gilray up for Bergsma. Bergsma, backhand pass. Good shot there. Gilray, good save by Martin, up and out of play. Bergsma down for Gilray. Crushers playing catch. Looking for an outlet pass. Gilray can't quite get that shot. Harlech can't catch it, and Owen Sound comes up with it. Up the floor goes Owen Sound. Braden Kruger, I think up from the junior B team from last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's a graduating junior, and looks like he's the only one from that junior squad last year playing senior B.
Cascanet finds a low shot there through, and that's going to go up and out of play.
Yeah.
So a tip shot, which means this ball is going to go back to Owen Sound. That one just kind of rolled along the top of the glass and eventually fell over. So looks like we'll get Cascanet starting with it. He's going to send that one across the way. Gordy Power sends it low. North Stars still with the ball. Mike McLeod Sends that for McNabb, who can't catch it, and this is going to go all the way back down to the Owen Sound zone. Gordy Power picking this one up. He's got 15 seconds left on the shot clock, so they're going to need to move a little bit quicker here. And there goes McNabb getting harassed a little bit by the defense, able to strip free behind the back shot and not on net, so that's going to go wide, and we're going to get a change of possession here as Clearview brings this ball down into the North Star zone. Clearview tossing this around, trying to cut loose Brandon Hickey, and we're going to get a change here, and Owen Sound with speed. Chase Eklund tries to get that ball across, doesn't want to take the shot himself, tries to get the rebound.
Just a needless turnover, a forced pass, from a guy that had all the possession, had a lane to the net. Again, that might have been a bit of a confidence issue as a defender. He might not find himself in that position very often, but these are turnovers that continuously seem to keep hurting Owen Sound. So.
And a low shot there. Cam Mancini can't find the back of the net, so that's going to go to Owen Sound, and they're going to carry this one up the floor. Barfoot flipping that up for Thompson. Thompson taking a look at his surroundings. One hand on the stick, beats the defender. Quick shot there, and a rebound shot. No goal there. Clearview with it, and trying to get the odd man rush, can't quite. Clearview looked like they got tripped up a little bit, just kind of got his feet under him, and now Sears going to head off the floor, and Clearview's going to get all of their attackers out here as Graham Bergsma takes this one along the wall. Bergsma swinging out front, backhand pass. A little bit of a bobble there. Josh Gilray. Now Owen Sound with speed, trying to get up there. Braden Kruger can't quite get the shot away. He's going to go down, still protecting it. And he's going to get taken down a second time. And they're going to give possession here to Owen Sound. So decent defense, but goes a little bit too hard there, and Owen Sound's going to...
Just a little overzealous on the loose ball portion of that. But, great opportunity by Braden Kruger, and the defender did a good job taking it away.
Thompson with a hard shot, and that one's going to go up off the netting. And
yeah, that was off. Jackson Brown made the save, so possession will go back, and a great two-man game there by Evan Brake and Riley Thompson. Just about resulted in a goal.
So the offense has slowed down here a little bit for both teams in the second period after that long break with the glass coming out. I'm not sure we've even had a goal since then, but a long shot. Maybe trying to will the commentator curse to see what happens here, but no dice on that one. Clearview up the floor. We'll give them the same benefit here. No one scored yet since the glass. All right, it doesn't exist. Now we know. Owen Sound rolling that one across the floor, and Wyatt Barfoot's going to pick this one up. Having a little bit of trouble there, but he finds it, and now he's up the floor. Owen Sound into Clearview zone. Barfoot trying to use those feet to create a little bit of room, and a turnover here. Pretty rough. Owen Sound able to get a stick on it, though, and now they're back, and looks like Evan Brake's going to have to play some defense. Does so, and they're going to call it over and back?
No, they're going to call it back in, but that isn't back in when the player is already in the crease and he picks up the ball. So I think, unless he scooped it that I didn't see, but the ball seemed to be bounced in the air. Evan already had his 2 feet in the crease, and he just caught it, but... Again, for all the referees out there, you may know better than I.
Well, I suppose they do have a better view than we do, but yeah, they're never perfect, and that's okay. They don't necessarily have to be. Owen Sound, though, struggling to get this ball up out of the zone. Jordan Cascanet throwing that across, and Owen Dale. We don't get to say his name too often. A lot of the defenders go unmentioned, so we'll try to do our best to...
That's generally a good thing if you're a defender. Yeah.
No news can be good news. Riley Thompson, backhand shot. Unable to find the backdoor lane there.
Riley he's just like a water bug out there. He's just all over the guys, and full energy, never quits.
And here goes Clearview. Slowing this ball down, Aiden Saint finding its way to Ryan Pavic. Pavic doing a good job there, and Lopeford can't quite shake that ball loose. And a big shot there. Gilray can't find the back of the net. Owen Sound with the ball. They might have an odd man rush here if he can pick up those feet. Gordy Power. And that one gets shot loose, but Owen Sound's going to come up with it. Backdoor pass. No good there. Mitch Gustafson rather. He's going to take a little extra lick here. And
I'm not quite sure who that guy is, but he might be in for a world of hurt if Gussie decides he wants to drop the leather. So
yeah, it looked like Luca Romano was doing about 90% of the shoving, and Gustafson was, I think, just really getting the call drawn on Romano there. So I would imagine if there is a call, Owen Sound will likely be on the power play. We'll see there. A little bit of extra talking. And
no, it looks like they're both going.
All right, well, good work there from both teams. I mean, got to have a little bit of passion to make these games interesting, so we appreciate it. And I mean, so far nobody's in the box. Okay, now Gustafson looks like he's in the box. And I think they're just trying to figure out who's going in for Clearview. Oh, maybe nobody. I would be surprised if Clearview doesn't come up with a penalty on this one. They are going to give both of them. It looks like both of them are getting a double minor. 4 minutes. Not too sure there what the call is. I'm sure we'll hear in a moment. Just 2 minutes up on the screen now, but you saw the referee throw up 4 fingers.
Yeah, unless he was just indicating it's 4-on-4, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like both are going for roughing. So it's going to be number 8, Luca Romano for the Clearview Crushers, and of course number 21, Mitch Gustafson, who's been taking a lot of the draws here for Owen Sound. 19.6 seconds left in the second period. Owen Sound 10, Clearview 6. Clearview able to come back a little bit, and then Owen Sound able to reinstate that 4-goal lead.
So now with 19 seconds to go, Owen Sound has elected in this 4-on-4 situation to pull the goalie. So they'll be set up in their power play. And again, they'll probably run it down to probably 10 seconds before they roll the clock here.
Jordan Cascanet, of course, running point on this pseudo power play. Both teams just trying to figure out their positioning here. Referees are figuring out what's going on, and the game's going to start. So we've got 10 seconds left here in the period. Owen Sound's going to play catch for a little bit. McNabb. Cascanet, back to McNabb. Long shot.
Again, that's not likely what they drew up. They took some time over there because that was an incredibly low percentage opportunity there, and Jake firing a sidearm shot off his back foot. Not likely their first option, but anyways, much better period by both teams. You know, again, a couple mistakes have ended up in the back of Owen Sound's net, and Clearview has certainly tightened things up. So.
Well, Owen Sound able to hold on to that 4-goal lead there. We had a bit of a break with the glass coming out, and both teams heading to their respective rooms for a little while, and able to get that figured out. Not a whole lot of offense after that, though. So looks like both teams have kind of settled into the pace of this game.
Yeah, again, yeah, I think the team that can create the most opportunities off mistakes may end up being the team that wins this game. Again, Owen Sound is maintain the a 4-goal lead. I think we're sitting here at this point, and it's a little bit of breathing room. They can afford to make a couple extra mistakes, but unfortunately for them, a number of their mistakes have ended up in the back of the net where they weren't pretty tic-tac-toe goals on the offense by Clearview, but more turnovers by the D that resulted in transition opportunities.
Certainly.
Yep.
Well, we'll see if Owen Sound can keep that tightened up, and Clearview able to pounce on those opportunities. If they get too many of those in the third period, we might see a very different outcome of this game than we see at the end of the second period. You're watching Owen Sound North Stars versus the Clearview Crushers Senior B Lacrosse here on Rogers TV.
Carol Merton. Please join me for HealthLink, a program connecting home, community, and healthcare. Please join me and watch HealthLink on Rogers TV.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
Baking for Change is coming this fall, and I'm your host, Wendy Pauls. We'll feature some of Canada's best bakers like Jen and Astor, sharing their favorite recipes. And you can bake along with us at home, while supporting refugee youth like Crystal. And the amazing work of UNICEF Canada.
Check for days and times.
On Rogers TV.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the third period here on Rogers TV. You're watching Senior B Lacrosse between the Clearview Crushers and the Owen Sound North Stars here at the St. Vincent Community Centre in Meaford, Ontario. Owen Sound is coming into this period leading 10-6. Both Clearview and Owen Sound have a player in the box. Clearview's number 8, Luca Romano, and Owen Sound's number 21, Mitch Gustafson. They're also having a little conversation right now. Maybe it'll become something later. A minute 41 left in those penalties. As you see, number 10 there, Carson Stevenson, facing off against, not sure we can quite see that number yet.
Riley Morgan, yeah, that ball got caught in the back of Riley's stick, so they're going to get, Owen Sound will get possession. They can't get locked up in the back of the stick as you come out of the circle there, so even though Riley won it fairly clean, he's got to give it back.
Jake McNabb throwing that across for Jordan Cascanet, who gets tied up, a stick right across the net, so we're going to get, rather across the neck, so we're going to get, looks like a holding call here against Clearview, and we're going to go to a little 4-on-3 action, it looks like.
Yeah, and again, Owen Sound wants to be very, very patient here and move the ball around, get it to an open spot. You don't want to low possession or low percentage shot here because there's lots of room, and you don't have that extra body to look for that loose ball, and certainly don't want to give up a transition goal on a 4-on-3 situation.
Well, and Owen Sound's transition game has not been great here on the power play so far tonight. They've given up a couple of rush chances, and that's going to just bounce over the boards. They're going to give that right over to Clearview. So not a great way to start this power play. A decent shot, thinking he could get something backdoor, but they're going to turn this one over, and a bit of a cross-check there by Gordy Power, and now Rodding's going to pick this one up. Angus Rodding trying to find something. He's going to send that one up. Cam Mancini's going to kill a little bit of time. Rodding's going to throw it on net. And now Gordy Power carrying this one up for the North Stars. He's going to send that one to Jake McNabb. McNabb over for Cascanet. Cascanet down to Thompson. Cascanet with it. Pass. McNabb picks this one up. Doesn't have a shot. 9 seconds left. Thompson, Cascanet. And he's going to draw a call here. Shot scores! Jordan Cascanet picks that one up off a slash right in the hands, and he's going to bounce that one just underneath the coverage of Jackson Brown.
Yeah, he took one right across the face mask there. There was a delayed penalty coming off of likely a high stick or a slash, and Kask got composed, stepped back, and a little bounce shot, and buried here. So you're now going to get, the penalty will be released with the less time on it, and the new penalty will go up. So they're going to have a prolonged 4-on-3 here, I think.
So times are
at 54 seconds, I think, is going to come off here, and the 2-minute, as far as, unless the referees decide otherwise, that they did release the one player and put the offending player in the box there. So.
All right. A little bit different than hockey rules, where you would see the new penalty, the most recently called one, would be wiped clean when a goal is scored.
Yeah, although, again, they're having a discussion there, so they haven't changed the time on the clock, so that may be the case.
And it looks like the referees may not totally know what's going on. I think they're trying to make a decision between themselves after a quick conversation at the North Stars bench and with the off-ice officials as well in the score booth. Off-floor official, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they are off the ice.
They are all off-ice officials, so you can tell by our professionalism, we are not off-floor officials.
No, we are not. No.
And they are erasing the 54 seconds off the board, and now they're switching players. So
I do believe that 2-minute will come up on the board there in Lacrosse. They will release with the smallest amount of time left. Now they've switched it over to the Owen Sounds, or maybe they reversed it back, I think is what they've done.
All right.
They originally did.
So now they're buzzing because
now they're just not going to run the clock.
So they've put the penalty on the wrong side. They've realized that problem now after the face-off. Maybe we are off-floor officials, or maybe we should be, because I think we're catching some of these things here. Well, now they've put 2 minutes up on the board, so we've got it's just a little bit of fun, and that's all right. And it's Meaford is not used to hosting lacrosse. They've got the Meaford Knights that play out of here on a seasonal basis, and
what they've done though is they put the 2 minutes up on the Owen Sound side,
right?
And they took the 16 of Mitch Gustafson's off. So now they've got to take that 2 minute off and place it on the. They still haven't done that.
They still haven't done that, and I don't think that they figured it out. So I think they're just going to run with it as is, and you'll just have to interpret it for what it is. So
again, that's.
Well, looking like maybe it got caught, and I think we have a save there. Yeah, we do. There it is, rolling out. So. Good work there by Jackson Brown, getting low and taking that option away. Here goes Spencer Andrews. He's going to try to kill some time off of this Clearview penalty. Andrews throwing that one up. Hickey.
Again, it's just a little bit too much time and space here. You can be all over Bergsman. You have a safety back there if he is able to get outside of you, and
And Romano was looking for the deflection there, but unable to find it. Jake McNabb's going to pick this ball up, and with just over a minute left in this power play for Owen Sound, they're going to see if they can't make something happen. McNabb to Cascanet. Cascanet's going to throw it across. Back to Cascanet. McNabb, long shot. He's going to try to get a quick little backdoor pass. Couldn't quite get it. McNabb using his body to get to that ball. And now they're right in tight. Powers, shot over the shoulder, he scores! Gordy Power with a sneaky little move there, quietly calls for the ball from Jake McNabb. He's able to swing right out in front of the crease. You can see McNabb here using that big frame, boxing out the defender. No, maybe we didn't quite get it here, and that's all right. We'll tell you what happened. After that play, McNabb picked up the ball. He sent that down into the corner, and Gordy Power circled right out in front of the crease, and he went right over top of the right shoulder of Jackson Brown. Mitch Gustafson, Riley Morgan lining up here for the face-off.
Yeah, Riley's had a real strong night in the circle here, and Mitchie's usually pretty automatic, but again, Riley has been a quality draw guy his whole career.
Great work there from Wyatt Barfoot to run that ball out and able to pick up possession here as Riley Thompson now runs this into the offensive zone. He's going to send that across for Jake McNabb. McNabb's going to twist and turn a little bit. He's going to take a shot to the back. And they're going to take a long shot. He's going to score, but there was a buzzer.
Hey, that is a goal. That should be a goal. The whistle didn't go, irregardless of the buzzer. Yep.
Yeah, they're going to call that a good goal for Jake McNabb. So a bit of a tough break here from Clearview. I mean, they're going to probably argue this, saying the buzzer would have thrown off their goaltender. But, I'm not sure. The referees have called this on the floor as a goal. I think our off-floor officials here are a little bit confused about what's going on, and unfortunately, when there's a miscommunication among officials, mistakes like this happen, and I think Clearview, they're going to do their best to argue their case here. You can see the head coach, he's getting a little animated, which, I mean, you absolutely do. These are your guys. You want to defend them to the end of the earth, and he's going to do his best to make sure that the next call goes in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if that was just a buzzer came from the box. I mean, the 3-shot clocks are automated, so the buzzer comes from the clock expiring. It's not a manual buzzer, so I'm not sure where that buzz came from, whether somebody leaned on the buzzer in the timekeeper's box, but nonetheless, we're back at 5-on-5.
Jake McNabb coming off of a recent goal here. Power trying his best Bobby Orr impression there almost, and that's going to roll into Clearview's stick, and they're going to run this up the floor now. You got Dante Romano. Haven't said his name a whole lot this game either, but I think Steve, like you said, maybe a good thing.
Yeah, generally when you don't talk about defenders, they've done their job and stayed out of the ire of the coach.
Gustafson with this one. McNabb unable to get off the floor during that defensive zone push, so he's going to be maybe feeling a little bit tired on this play.
Yeah, Jake generally doesn't feel tired until he has to play some defense, and as you can see, his not breaking any records to the bench here, but
sure,
a little slowed in transition is Clearview, so it's not going to hurt them.
Having break now, the final change is maybe the North Stars got away a little bit there, but and a great shot, scores! Number 17, Angus Rodding with those golden mitts, able to find the back of the net here for Clearview, and they're going to get one back, now down by 5 goals.
Yeah, again, real nice move by Rodding, came across the top. Rob Cloper was not able to keep contained. He allowed his man to get across the top, turn that corner, and rip a nice shot.
Just
right here.
A one-man effort.
Robbie's just too far deep, steps back to avoid the pick, and clear lane to the net for Rodding. Tough for the goalie to defend. And
not a whole lot of help for...
And again, like Robbie's just losing his cool there, pushing and shoving prior to the draw, and it's an automatic possession given the Clearview. So again, these are just frustration plays, maybe after getting beat badly on that last goal, and just got to forget about it, move on, and stay on top of everything. Is well within their reach of hanging on.
And Owen Sound's going to knock that one loose. Cloper.
Cloper's taking just an undisciplined, stupid penalty.
So Cloper's going to get 2 minutes here to grab a seat and think about what just went on, and now we're getting, I think that might have just been a time or a shot clock run out there.
Yeah, that was a shot clock violation. Again, Rob was whether he was still feeling bad about getting beat on that goal or not, gave up the possession off the draw with the unnecessary shove, and now he's taking a slashing penalty. Got away with a couple when the player was on the ground, and he kept at it, and he's going to serve 2. And again, these are just situations that they need to be far more disciplined, and Clearview is missing a couple of their top scorers tonight, and you don't want to continuously give up man-up advantages on a team that's already struggling to perform at their best offensively.
Well, absolutely the response, and a big save there from Caleb Martin. This is the exact response that Clearview's head coach is looking for, complaining after that goal from Jake McNabb, which he has all the right to do, and I certainly would in his position. and then he watches his team go out, pick up a goal, draw a call. And if I'm Clearview's coach, I'm feeling pretty good. And here goes Owen Sound, another undisciplined play here. Chase Eklund with a stick right up to the face, and I think Clearview is going to get one in response.
Yeah, again, just an undisciplined Chase Eklund. He's had a tough night tonight. You know, he's certainly been guilty of I think this might be his third trip to the box. He's had a couple of tough plays on defense, and he's lucky that Clearview player retaliated here.
Yeah,
so would have put them 2 men down with lots of time to play. So
I think both of these gentlemen, Niall Sear and as well Chase Eklund, have seen the box a few times tonight. So neither one of them are strangers to being a man down, or rather putting their team a man down. So we're seeing another 4-on-3 here, this time in Clearview's favor, although Clearview's only got 4 men out there, so they're going to need to, or rather they've only got 3 out there. They're going to need to get a 4th, and over the bench he comes. So Owen Sound's going to start with possession here, Evan Brake, and he's going to kill as much time as he can. He is the last man back, so he's going to have to be real careful here to protect that ball well. And twisting and turning, he may try to take a shot, but he'd be smart just to try to hold this as long as he can. He's going to get
there's a hold
taken down. So, no call on that play. I'm surprised because and now I think, well, they're still not going to call anything.
That was a pretty obvious hold there as Evan went to the net, and
now Clearview with the ball. I like what Evan did there, just as he goes to change, impeding the offensive player as much as he can. Great shot there, fantastic save by Caleb Martin, getting across. Jake McNabb, shot, great save as well by Jackson Brown. So both goaltenders shining right now on this 4-on-3.
Again, I'm surprised you got Jake McNabb out here in this situation, because he has a reputation of not coming back.
Another fantastic play, and now we're going to get a call after a shot against the numbers there on Noah Millsap. Here he goes. Noah shot off the bar, and there was no possession there at all by Clearview. It went off the bar, but they're going to blow that one down dead, and Owen Sound is going to get 3 seconds of 3-on-3, and then they're going to get about 40 seconds of 4-on-3 before we go to, here's a little bit more math for you, but about 1:20 of 5-on-4. So we're doing.
I think you're right on there, yes. Yeah.
All right. That's why you stay in school. You play lacrosse, but you stay in school and play lacrosse. That's what we're advocating for here. Jake McNabb playing a little bit of catch with Cascanet, and now they are a man up here. Thompson, Cascanet, McNabb, Power, trying that same move again off the goalie and out of place. So Owen Sound's going to get possession here with a fresh 30 seconds on the clock. Cascanet picking this ball up. Back to McNabb, Cascanet. Cascanet finds a lane. Shot back to McNabb. Long shot here right into the twig of Jackson Brown. A good, solid save by him. And now the ball's loose. Power can't quite get there in time. Clearview is going to throw this one all the way up the floor as Cam Mancini is able to find this one. He throws it across, right out in front, backdoor pass, can't maintain possession. Summers Thompson also can't get possession of it, and Clearview is just going to get this ball right back. No shot on net, though. Oh, they are saying shot on net, so they've reset the clock.
No, they're manually counting it down. So the referee, when you see him making that motion with his hand, they're yelling to the players how much time is left. That was a inadvertent reset off something that was not a shot on goal.
So we're going to see here Clearview, number 14, Brandon Hickey, taken to the ground. That one's going to fly loose, and I think we're going to get just a change of possession here. Tempers maybe a little bit high, but Summers Thompson able to rein that in as he successfully wins the ball for Owen Sound, and now we're going to get Jake McNabb carrying this one up the floor. Cascanet. McNabb, a low shot. Good save there by Jackson Brown. Owen Sound can't come up with it. Clearview trying to get away. A good stick there by Break. And we're going to get a penalty here going against Owen Sound, it looks like. Another low shot, as that one goes up and out of play. Owen Sound back to the box. So this third period has been a little bit of a game of moving chairs here, out in and out of the box. So who are we sending here? Looks like Evan Brake, assistant captain, heading to the box here.
Yeah, I think he's the assistant captain part is a result of Nick Quaid not coming back this year, and Evan Brake playing in his first Senior B game in his career.
Wearing number 19.
Donning number 19, and the equipment guys not removing the A. So.
Well, some big shoes to fill.
Not to take anything away from Evan Brake, who had a very good Junior B career in Orangeville with the Northmen, and he's acquitted himself quite well tonight in his first Senior B game.
Long shot there, scores!
But again, very passive penalty killing, allowed the shooter to just pump fake, go right to the net, and Rodding has shown that he can let it rip. And again, this, 12-8 within 4 minutes, 4 goals with 11 minutes to go.
Take a look at this replay here.
Here, it's just pump,
Owen Sound,
pump,
1, 2,
pump.
3 steps was just about all Owen Sound took on that penalty kill.
Yeah, it's just a lot of passive play on the defensive end tonight, whether it be 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. And part of it is early season, and these guys are just, a lot of them have never played together, but.
Great play by Gustafson there and a bad bounce there, so Clearview is going to get it.
No.
And great speed from Owen Sound's number 25, Chase Eklund, trying to make up for a couple of rough calls against. He's going to take a low shot, and a good positional save there by Jackson Brown, able to get low. I'm not sure he saw exactly where it was coming from, but knew he had to get low. Barfoot trying to press the play to one side, and they're going to get that pass across. Clearview setting up now into an offensive situation. Hickey, shot. Good save there by Caleb Martin. Owen Sound transitioning up the floor. Number 89, Phil Dempsey with the ball. He's got a couple helpers. Owen Dale passes across, shot, scores! Number 19, Evan Brake. Coming out of the box, and there he goes, putting one in the back of the net. So Owen Sound extending that lead again now to 5 goals, or 4 goals rather.
That's a big goal here. Yeah, it's great patience, great hands by Evan Brake, and Coach Phil Dempsey putting himself out on the floor there, and picks up an apple in transition. But Evan had a big year last year in Junior B. I think between regular season and playoffs, he was up around 100 points. So he's certainly done that before, and we made him a draft pick of the Owen Sound MSL team. And, we're certainly glad to see him out here honing his craft. And, he's got a future at some level in senior lacrosse, no doubt.
And that one's going to get picked off. Clearview, number 18, Adam Howarack, able to pick that ball off. Clearview is going to maintain possession here in the Owen Sound zone. Andrews sends that up. Bergsma across. Tries to get that one out in front. Andrews picking that ball up.
There was a low pick on the back of Summers Thompson. Of course, a turnover here.
Chase Eklund taking that ball up, and here goes Klopfer, maybe letting his emotions get the best of him again, and able to disengage before that turns into anything. Here goes McNabb up the floor. McNabb with the ball. Taking a look, trying to see what he's got. Sends that up for Gustafson. Gustafson feigns a long shot, back to McNabb. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. McNabb, not a whole lot. Power out in front, gets taken down. Great shot there off the goaltender. Gustafson with the ball. Gustafson's getting choked up on the boards there, trying to get himself and the ball free. Able to do so. McNabb now sends that up. Cascanet over and across. Long shot by Brake. That's going to go off the goalie, and he's going to maintain possession of this. So Owen Sound, they're going to change power. He's going to get off and send a new attacker out there. After that long battle along the boards, good for him. Jake McNabb sends that across the floor. Looks like Thompson out there now. Thompson, McNabb, and he's going to get taken out. Luckily, they've got a defender back already. A great instinctual play, and they're going to slow this play right down as Luca Romano was looking at the back of Owen Sound's net, but Owen Sound with a real quick change, able to stop that play in its tracks.
Yeah, luckily Gordy Power just come off the floor early and to make a change there, and
two great saves by Caleb Martin, some solid defense as well. And the North Stars up the floor. Here goes Braden Kruger. Owen Dale out on offense right now. McNabb doesn't have anything. Gets that one shaken loose. McNabb can't come up with it. Crusher's good hit there by Dale, but he can't come up with it either. Up goes Curtis Conley. Conley behind the back. Doesn't get anything. Shoves his own, shoves Riley Thompson into the back of the net. Caleb Martin keeping both Thompson and the ball out of the back of the net, which is great to see. The net is reset. Brake throws this ball up the floor. And now Jake McNabb finds Thompson across the floor. North Stars with it. Cascanet down. McNabb cuts to the middle, long shot, tries to go far side, can't wrap his arms around and releases it just too early. And that one's gonna fly all the way by the defender. Caleb Martin's gonna pick this one up and throw that up for Jordan Cascanet. Cascanet's gonna carry this up the floor. They know the clock is on their side now.
Yeah, I think it's just good ball management here. Make sure the passes are crisp. You're not forcing anything into traffic, and you don't need to score again. You just got to utilize the 30-second and eliminate any breakdowns.
Clearview, long shot there, a good save by Caleb Martin. Martin's going to send that up for Rob Klopfer. Rob Klopfer with that great hair hanging out the back of the bucket. He's going to send that ball high and wide, and Klopfer's going to stay out here for a little bit of offense here. McNabb to Klopfer. Klopfer is going to send that across. Klopfer cutting back in. Break. Barfoot can't come up with it. We're seeing a couple different names out here, and Mike McLeod getting burned there with some speed. Shot! Scores! Clearview! Luca Romano getting robbed a couple of minutes ago on a quick change by Owen Sound. Romano coming up big here and cutting Owen Sound's lead down to just 4.
Again, it's just a bad pass. Mike wasn't able to box out on loose, but I think Caleb Martin should have come out and played that. He doesn't need to be tethered to his crease. He could have easily come out and taken control of that loose ball and just tossed it down the other end of the floor. So I think that's something that, again, goaltenders of this day and age don't leave the crease very often as they used to back in my day, as I sound so as old as I am, and that's why you don't get.
Well, and I think on that as well, Mike McLeod strikes me as a man whose strengths are maybe more in muscle than speed.
Yeah, certainly Mike was going to be on the losing end of a foot race at any point in time. He tried to box out to no avail, and but I think he bought enough time that Caleb probably could have come out and played that ball.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Caleb Brown, he's going to throw that ball up for Noah Millsap. Millsap up the floor. He's going to stop up, a good little head fake there, and he's going to get that ball up and over to Jake McNabb, who's going to cradle this one and kill a little bit of time here with 5.5 minutes left to play. Gustafson sends that across. And a pass to Millsap in front. Shot, rebound, shot. Can't get that one to go, and unfortunately Summers Thompson didn't notice he had an open net a moment ago. And a great play here from Owen Sound. Millsap, Noah Millsap with the shot. He can't get that one to go either. Jordan Cascanet coming up the ball. He takes a quick look over at the clock and says, all right, I got a little bit of time here. Runs all the way up, backhand pass right out in front. Gustafson shot, great save there by Jackson Brown. Clearview now with the ball. Clearview twisting, turning, killing precious seconds away in their own zone. They got to make something happen. Gets that arm right over the line. And Graham Bergsma.
Now there's a blatant illegal pick that the refs let go there, but I guess now you're going to get.
And now Owen Sound's going to get a call.
They're going to get a holding penalty off something that should have probably been called a possession call. Angus Rodding was a little aggressive on a pick on the back of Hayden Summer-Thompson, but nonetheless, in a 14-9 game, they're probably not going to be looking to make a lot of chintzy calls, and as a result, I think we might have Coach Phil Dempsey heading to the box.
Well, Phil Dempsey off to take 2 minutes and find a way to lead from penalty box. I mean, the benefit to the penalty boxes here in Meaford versus at the lovely Bayshore in the Scenic City is that you're right by the bench. You can coach from the box if you need to.
Well, Phil has a penalty and an assist. He's only a goal away from somewhat of a Gordie Howe hat trick.
Yeah.
We don't see a lot of fights these days, so we'll let the penalty serve as the one portion of the Gordie Howe hat trick. So.
Certainly. You never know. I mean, tempers are they've been up and down this game, a little bit all over, and looks like Clearview's coming up with a bit of a strategy there. You can see those wonderful gloves of Angus Rotting as he leads the way for his team right now. A couple of great shots from him. He's got that lanky frame to be able to shoot right around a defender, and they don't have a whole lot of hope to try to stop that shot. So we'll see what happens here as Graham Bergsma is going to lead the way on the penalty, or on the power play rather.
Yeah, Angus he's shown a lot of good looks tonight on offense, and again, big body with some pretty good skill, and he certainly could very well find himself playing up at the next level with a little bit of confidence.
Well, a good play by Millsap to get that ball loose so that Owen Sound was able to clear it out, but throwing that one up the way, and unfortunately Chase Eklund unable to come up with it, or fortunately for Clearview, as they were able to grab this ball, and they've got quite a deficit to try to make up in only just over 3.5 minutes here, but they may have a few more left in the tank here. So Clearview, passing play, shot. Good save there. That one goes out of bounds right over top of our brand new pane of glass. So Owen Sound will get possession here. They've got 30 seconds to kill here, so they can get this clock down to just over 3 minutes left. We'll see what Evan Brake chooses to do here. He's twisting and turning, running along, almost cut off there, but using that speed to his advantage. He's going to probably pass this one off. There you go, and he'll head back to the top of the zone here. Riley Thompson twisting, turning. And he's going to throw that one in, and they're going to reset this one just as Chase Eklund gets there. So Clearview picking this ball up, needing to play with a little bit of urgency here. They've got 30 seconds left in their power play, 19 seconds left on the shot clock. We'll see what they are able to do. Great shot there by Angus Rotting, and a good save by Caleb Martin, who's been very solid tonight.
Yeah, he's made a lot of big saves, and again, this game could be closer. But yeah, he's been outstanding. He's let 9 in, but he's had a real good game.
And Owen Sound unable to come up with that one. They're going to call change of possession here, and
they're going to call over and back.
And we're going to, I think, maybe get a call here. It's going to go against Clearwater. Oh, maybe not. They're just going to break them up. Keep playing. All right. They're saying there's only 2 minutes left, gentlemen. Let's get this thing going. So Clearwater with possession after that over and back. Phil Dempsey out of the box and back onto the bench. And a long shot there, a great save by Caleb Martin.
Yeah, Caleb's extended to the far side of the net a number of times tonight.
Clopeford taking a check right to the back, and they're going to call change of possession here as that stick went right across the lower side of the 2 and 6.
Yeah, Coach McMichael is having his head is starting to glow there. He's getting a little upset, but
you can almost see the veins from here.
Mick is a fiery guy, and he takes losing hard, and I think his team has competed tonight. And again, without having some of his better players in the lineup, it could have went either way.
Well, you absolutely want to have a coach that hates to lose. You certainly don't want to have anybody from the players on the floor to the support staff that accept losing. So that's certainly a quality I'm sure these Clearview Crushers will come to appreciate in their coach. And a bit of an errant stick, a great save there by Caleb Martin. as he comes across. Clearview with a fantastic offensive play, and they're just not able to solve. Caleb Martin with a minute left, just over a minute left.
Yeah, and they're back at 6-on-5 here. They're, obviously pulling out all the stops to try to. That's a crease. That should be a crease call. He walked right through and made contact. Yeah.
And they're finally calling that one. And another great play, though, by Caleb Martin. I mean, you've got to try to make that save because you don't know where that foot is going to land, and he does come up blocking that ball. So a great play by him. Klopfer's going to flip that one off for Mitch Gustafson as he slowly takes this one into the zone as they do their best to kill the final 9 seconds of their shot clock off here. Good shot there. And it's going to bounce off the back of the net. Not quite in for Evan Brake, and that's all right.
It looked like it moved the mesh there, but
it certainly did. All right, Clearview here, trying to make something happen. Luca Romano sends that over. And he's going to twist, turn. Clearview takes a long shot, trying to get his way back to Romano. Can't find his stick, and Barfoot's going to play catch now as the North Stars are going to kill the final 8 seconds of this game, and they're going to claim their second victory of the season, maintaining their perfect record so far, 2-0 on the road. Congratulations to the Owen Sound North Stars with a big win here. Certainly tons of help and lots of highlights from their goaltender, number 42, Caleb Martin. Clearview just would not go away that game. I mean, all credit to them. They stayed in this game, absolutely worked their tails off. It was a rough start, and man, did they ever, after that first 5 minutes, that was about as even of a game as you could ask for.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Both teams, again, a lot of mistakes out there. You expect that this time of year between shaking the rust off and having players that aren't accustomed to playing with one another. A lot of times tonight you'll find a bunch of guys on both sides of the ball, or both sides of the ball that have never played with one another. So you expect that, and understanding what the coaches' expectations are. And but all in all, I think everybody that came to the game here was entertained. It was not a chippy affair by any means, and most guys out there gave it their all.
Well, a great game here. Owen Sound maintaining that record. Clearview, of course, falling now. They're 1-3, so they're going to be looking to change this record here in the next couple of weeks. Owen Sound, I'm sure they're excited to get back to the Bayshore. This was an away game for them, but still relatively close to home here in Meaford, Ontario, only about 15 minutes away from Owen Sound. So they're going to have a relatively short drive back home. Steve, I mean, this has been a great game. You see the guys out there, they look like they had a good time. A few players away today. Of course, the Junior B's playing today as well. What are you looking forward to with this team this year?
Well, again, I think it's a big rebuilding year for the Senior B's. They had a lot of veteran guys that decided they weren't going to come back this year, and time will tell whether the itch comes about at some point in time. But, again, we're getting to see a lot of new faces in the lineup. Some of them may find their way up to the major team, as some of our draft picks are down here getting some games in. But nonetheless, I think all in all, the effort was there. We just need to coaching staffs on both sides will probably look to hone things in. And I know the Clearview coaching staff with McMichael and Andy Glenn are, they're not going to be satisfied. Those guys are competitors, and the same goes for everybody on that Owen Sound side. So I think you'll see a lot of improvement from both clubs, and they'll both be in the mix for the playoffs.
Absolutely. I mean, a pretty patented early season game. It just gets better with time. Third period comes, and both these teams are, at each other's throats. They're playing great lacrosse here. So lots more to see from your Owen Sound North Stars, both the Junior Bs, the Senior Bs, and, of course, this year, the MSL team as well, all at the Bayshore. Make sure you guys check out all your Owen Sound North Stars action here on Rogers TV. Thanks so much for watching here at the St. Vincent Community Centre in Meaford, Ontario. You've enjoyed some Owen Sound North Stars lacrosse and Clearview Crushers here on Rogers TV.
Due to the length of the preceding program, we now join the regularly scheduled program already in progress.
I'm really excited about this, and I think it's going to make a really big impact in the lives of a lot of people.
I do too, and looking at the Collingwood business community and surrounding area, the South Georgian Bay business community, I think that you play such a pivotal role in making sure that business and innovation that comes out of our region is sitting on a really solid foundation. So I want to thank you for the work that you're doing and the soul that you're bringing to it. And as we wrap today, can you paint a picture of your long-term vision of what you see the future of small business to be in our region?
Yeah, I believe that the small businesses in our region are the most resilient, innovative, and creative, people out there. And I'm so excited for what the future holds for our region. And I think in terms of, where we're at on a national level, like we're a force to be reckoned with. And I'm really excited to be a part of supporting, the business community in this, in this area, and just looking forward to keeping that train rolling for people.
You are a big part of the momentum behind this train. And what would be your one call to action then for those interested in starting a business or who are already in the early stages of small business?
Yeah, get educated. Education is everything. Look for resources. There's so much out there. But talk to a lawyer. Like, don't be afraid to reach out to someone in your community, whoever that is, a licensed professional that you feel comfortable with, but talk to someone and really start to see how you can be preventative rather than waiting, for something bad to go wrong before you call your lawyer.
Right, proactivity, get the education, get the mentorship, and don't wait for problems.
That's right, yeah. Plan for them.
Plan for them. Excellent. And can you give us a few details about an event you have coming up, Business Brilliance Barbecue, in celebration of?
Yeah, we are hosting the Business Brilliance Barbecue in celebration and elevation of the entrepreneurs in South Georgian Bay. It's going to be an amazing time, a live band. We're going to be supporting Home Horizon, which is a local charity that I support in various ways. And I'm really excited to, bring the community together and just kick off the summer celebrating entrepreneurs in our community.
I can't wait for that event, and I'm sure there will be so many more. You're only 2 years into this journey, or 2+, and you've done so much for our community and continue to do so. So without further ado, we are going to bid everyone adieu and thank Vanessa Lecistero of the Sole Attorney and Lecistero Legal Professional Corporation for sitting down with us today to help us find legal empowerment to feel legally lit. I'm your host, Jessica Flynn, and I will see you next time on Rogers TV and on my YouTube channel at thejessicaflynn.com.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
Today, I helped a senior find transportation to an important medical appointment.
Today, I helped a new mom find virtual programming so she didn't feel so isolated.
Today, I helped someone